In today's video, I'm going to rank each stand and spec in universal time. This tier list will be based on both PvE and PvP for each character. If the character is bad for PvP and better for PvE, I'll put them on the average scale. Also, I prioritize PvE more than PvP in this tier list. If you don't know what's PvP and PvE, I put the definition of them in the screen. Candy Cutlass is good for PvP. All of his moves are based on close range, which could be risky when you fight bosses, especially those with high HP. Candy Cutlass is on B. Murmur no Mi's mid-range character, which gives her the advantage in both PvE and PvP, but practically she's not a combo type spec and most of her moves does knockback. Meryl is on D. Moon is actually really good for both PvE and PvP. He has the option to heal himself and many of his moves are combo based with strategy, though he doesn't show off as broken leash stand in general, so Moon is on B. Down is really broken if you speak in terms of combat. His moves are highly measurable and easy to combine and extend. The only con for Down is that you need aim skills. Down is on A. Nocturnus is the same as Meryl, but Nocturnus is insanely flexible. He has many unpredictable moves with many stance options. He lacks special ability, so that's why he's on B. Differency moves are incredibly good. For a stand that has evolving option, his current form does well job in combat regardless PvP or PvE, but his moveset option is low. Differency is on B. The world is good, but not more than a beginner stand for beginners. The world is usually a stand that people move on after getting better specs and stands. He also required hit mode to extend his time stop, which is hella bad in AUT combat. I just want to say that every time stop related move requires hit. What I meant to say is that the world overall strength is mediocre, and joining hit with him is quite impossible if you want to extend his time stop. The world is on C. Same as the world, Gold Experience is a stand for beginners. His moves won't really fit in PvP that much, but maybe in PvE, and even that's questionable. Gold Experience is on C. Gojo is one of the strongest specs in AUT, it's also his nickname in the game. With a lot of special abilities, hyper armor and many more resistance, there is no bad thing to say about him. Gojo is on S. Killua is not busted as it used to. Killua has 3 type of forms and I think none of them give him damage buff. He's based only on speed and getting hit mode with him is really hard because his base doesn't drain that much of heat. He's on C. King Crimson can be deadly good in PvP. Most of his moves don't require heat, except timers and a few more, but demands high skill. King Crimson is on B. Made in Heaven is good but only with time acceleration. The difference between Made in Heaven with time acceleration and Made in Heaven without time acceleration is huge. Made in Heaven without time acceleration is just like another random stand with moves. Made in Heaven is on C. Star Platinum the world is decent. His moves are really strong but most of his moves require a lot of hit. What makes it more harder is that he doesn't even own that many moves. He has only 4 damaging moves if we ignore M1s and Barrage. He's on C. Blind Chopper is really good. His moves are broken and most of them require hit of only 25, which is really low. He has also many combo potential and high damage. He can teleport to the most of the places in the map, even the backrooms. Blind Chopper is on A. Star Platinum doesn't have that many projectiles unlike Star Platinum the world, but Star Platinum is not hit consuming except his beatdown, so I guess they are the same level, C. Killer Queen is absolutely disappointing, and it's not because of the stand itself. Killer Queen is missing Bite the Dust, which makes me wonder if the devs are gatekeeping, because Killer Queen is all-time stand in the game. Regardless, Killer Queen forces you to mix between stand-off moves and stand-on moves, which is ridiculously complex. He's on D. Shadow of the World Requiem is great for both PvE and PvP at the same level. I don't really have anything to say about him, except his moves are a bit hit-consuming. He's on A. Star Platinum Requiem has many moves options, though they require hit for the most part. He was good before, but now he's just a stand for beginners. I will credit that he's perfect for PvE. He's on B. Sans heavily depends on skill. I think the spec speaks for itself. One hit and it's over. Of course you have to land a chunk of moves before, but for stands and specs that can annihilate Sans, it's quite easy if we take time related stands for example. Sans is on A. Shadow Dew is good for PvP but hella bad in PvE. He's not bad but he's also not good. He's on B. Soul is good. His moveset is destructive and not hit consuming. Potential for combos etc. He lacks of moves which makes me put him on B. The World High Voltage is great for PvE but weak in PvP. His high damage moves can confuse people, but almost all of his damaging moves are hit consuming. He's on C. Yasuo is massacred. He's not impressive anymore, he's not strong and rusty spec. D. Yon is pretty good, but I wouldn't say he's broken. His moveset can be combined perfectly, but low damaging moves compared to how much hit they take per use. B. Broly. I mean, I guess he's okay, but also, like, why would you use this spec that drains tons of hit with basically no damage and combo potential? He's on C. The world over heaven pretty disappointing compared to his rarity. He's a hit eater, but the moves are giving good results as a result. Still not broken enough. C. The first love train is absolutely overpowered. Almost none of his moves require hit if the love train is active. And if the bar reaches the maximum, love train activates automatically. And not to mention his extreme high damage. If used correctly, he's one of the most broken stands in the game in my opinion. He's A. Crazy Diamond. I used to think he's good, but now I think he's pretty much decent, almost biting the curb. He has many moves options, but none of them are really powerful for the amount of hit they require. B. Break Battle is garbage. His moves are just bad and they even dare to be required with hit. D. Weather Report. I really like Weather Report moveset in general. He could be really broken if his moves wouldn't drain so much hit for no reason. I hate to say it, but he's on B. Whitesnake. When he first came out he was great, but now he's just buns. Don't use it in PvP. For PvE maybe, but the stand has no combos and he ragdolls the user's every move. C. Ancient. Ancient is straightforward broken. He's easy to use, his moves are mid to good, but none of them require that many hit, if not at all. A. Luck. Great AoE stand. Insane in PvE and could be good in PvP. He has low hit requirement, but he has weak moves that can't make a simple combo. C. Soul Survivor, good for both PvE and PvP. Not that broken, most of his moves are free from hit, and he has so many combo potential. With enough training, he's a monster kill. A. Asgore is good in the right hands, kinda sad he has no special abilities. All of his moves are just him using his pitchfork. B. We have base Vampirism and Dew Vampirism. The base is dead ass, don't use it. The moves are just bad, all of them. D. Now for Dew Vampirism, it's really hard to decide. He has so many holes in it. It can be carded pretty easily. C. Joseph Hammond and Jonathan Hammond. The devs made Hammond at whole unusable specs. Just test it out before you say anything. Don't use them in general. D. Standless. I want to be practical and say he's D, but I get many people here love to play Standless, and it's really good a choice, because it's insanely hard, but I'll be logical. Standless is D. Sticky Fingers, Magician's Red, The Hand, and Silver Chariot. If you look deeply on their moveset, you will know that all of them almost certainly follow the same style, and they are really basic. They are all on D. But Anubis is C because he has mobility, unlike the other stands I mentioned. Cursed Child. He's broken, but I think I've said it before. Without skill, Cursed Child sucks. He's on A. Conan Warden is really good and flexible. Not many hit requirements on base moves. Many broken moves which we speak. He also has passives, which can be confusing if you are trying him for the first time. He's on A. Zeno is good. He doesn't own that many moves which force you to rely on cooldowns, but most of them are high damage and not hit required. He's on B. Dragonite is tanky. He has many moves that are high damage and does not require many hit. He's on A. We have Crocodile, which is a really nice spec. He has high mobility and nice moves. He's perfect for PvE and potentially in PvP. He's on A. Claws, decent spec and underrated. He's good for PvP, but I don't know how well he can carry you on PvE. B. Gold Experience Requiem, absolutely broken, and the only thing that can counter other specs and stands with unique abilities. Insanely good for PvP and PvE. S. Casey. Casey is a troll spec with nearly no useful abilities and combos. D. Karza is also broken, has so many moves and they are all good with many combo potential, good for both PvE and PvP. He's on A. Reaper. Really flexible spec, there is no debate. One of the best specs for PvP. Can also be good in PvE. He's on A. The Mercenaries. Mostly range spec with many moves with different weapon. I guess it could be good for PvP, but probably terrible for PvE fighting bosses. He's on A. Sid is very powerful in terms of moves, damage and overall combat, but almost all of his moves demand high hit, which in my opinion are pretty overwhelming. He's on A. Griffin moves are mid to good. They merge with both range combat and melee combat. There is one thing that makes me change his rank, and it's the fact some of his moves can be perfect block. He's on B. Open on Me, he is one of the best for PvE with really nice moves and fun to play. One thing I can't tell you, and it's how good he is in PvP. He's on A. Luffy base and Gear 5. Now if we compare some specs and stands here, the base can pretty much win many of them, so he is on B. And Gear 5 is of course more powerful than the base, surprisingly not a huge gap. He's on A. Umbra has many flexible moves with many combo potential. With enough skill, I think he can be deadly, but he has no special ability or unique ability, so he's on A. Sukuna is really broken. Many moves, many combo potential. He requires a decent amount of hit, but I think it's manageable. He's less for PvE and more for PvP, but it doesn't really matter. He's on A. Itadori is really good, especially for PvP. I would say he's more harder to manage and use in general compared to Sukuna if you ask me, but it does not affect his rank whatsoever. He's on A. Toji is easy to manage with simple moves with really low hit requirement, but simply that's all. He doesn't own special abilities, all of his moves are slashes. He's on A as well. Steel Spin is decent, he has some shields and moves with combo potential. Now I do think you should use Tusk Act 4 instead of Steel Spin simply because Tusk is more reliable in PvP and PvE compared to Steel Ball. B. Tusk Act 1, 2, and 3 are on D, I don't really want to elaborate, and Tusk Act 4 is also really good and easy to use. The only thing that basically carries Tusk Act 4 is its passive for being immune to time-related moves and such. He's on A. Soft and Wet. I'm not really impressed by Soft and Wet in AUT because they made him pretty much weak. Even the moves that require high hit like beatdowns and go beyond are weak. He's on C. Wonder View is one of the best stands for PvE. He has many special abilities and pilot features, but one disappointing thing is lack of high damage. His damage is extremely low, and his move potential is also limited. He's on A. Crystallize is insanely broken. He has immune to bleeding, almost no hit requirement on base moves, disabled draining moves heal, and high damage moves. In my opinion, he's on S. Nuclear Sword is also broken stand. Many of his moves can bypass block, he has tons of passives, he's insanely hard to manage, so you need to get used to him. He's on A. Conjure and Assailant. They are both really good, they are the same thing in my opinion. The only difference is that Conjure is range-based character and Assailant is melee. Overall, they have passive, easy to manage and mid-hit requirement, both on A. Delta is deadly. One simple move of his base with literally no hit requirement can deal over than 100 plus damage, which is insanely unbalanced. He has also tons of passives, I honestly believe he needs a nerf. He's on S. Guts is decent. If we compare real features in his Berserk mode, almost none actually goes similar in what AUT did to Guts. While I do think he's still broken compared to other specs here, he's supposed to be buffed. Same goes for his obtainment method. He's on A. And Ultimate Lifeform, which was recently added. I do want to say that AUT tend to make specs either really dogshit or really broken, which can create unbalance. And I say that because this thing can fly almost without limits. Just test it out. S. And that was the tier list. I was XGB. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.